all of your awesome Godzilla figures, Kokiss has you covered with all of that. This includes Hiya Toys and now Monster Arts and other Godzilla lines. Another great thing, Kokiss has free shipping to selected countries with great fast shipping. I've pre-ordered all of my figures from Kokiss without any issue. It's a trustworthy website amongst the collectors. Who also recommend this great website. You can also get all your figures cheaper by using my discount code. Use code RubiGamingx to get 6% off on the entire website. This includes small, medium, big figures, literally anything. It doesn't have to be Godzilla related. Every single figure, by using my discount code, you obtain 6% off. So what are you waiting for? Help yourself out and help me in return by using my discount code on the entire website to get your fast shipping and great figures. It's highly recommended, and if your package gets lost for whatever reason, simply contact customer support and they should be able to help you right away without an issue. Very great website, trustworthy. It is time to review Godzilla 1991. This is the classic version from Hiya Toys. It's finally here. It took me a while, but I finally got it with the upgraded head. So first we're going to review the original figure as it is, and then we're going to do the upgraded version. Okay? First of all, we're going to take a look at the articulation on this figure. For the head, it can move side to side. Very great. It does have a lot of range. You have 3 different segments on the head section, the neck, and then the bottom portion, which allows the figure to move side to side. Very great. And you can rotate those extra pieces as well to give it more range. This is how far up you can look. Let me fix. There we go. So it does have incredible range to look up, and this is how far down without bending the torso or the back section. So it's okay, you know, it's nothing incredible, but still very, very impressive. And now if you bend the back area, it does look like it's looking downwards, which is good engineer in that. Let's take a look at the arms. So they do rotate 360 degrees without any issues. They go in and out. The elbows bend in and out this much. Go. So they bend this much. They do move. The hands move 360 degrees in and out just a little bit, and the engineering for the elbows right here to hide the gaps is done really great as well. So I very much do like this. So overall, it's very impressive. The articulation range on the arms, very dynamic. You can get this Godzilla in very awesome poses. There we go. Now for the back section slash torso, it moves side to side this much. Very great range, I'm not gonna lie, it's very impressive. It goes backwards, downwards. Gotta love this figure, honestly, very impressed with this. Now for the legs slash knees, this is how much they kick. It bends, and then you can move the feet side to side, around. You can kick backwards this much, even more like this. They do bend, there's some articulation there. And just overall, very impressive articulation. This is probably one of the most articulated Godzillas I've ever seen to date. And you'll see that towards the end, showcasing the articulation. Now for the tail. Probably one of the most impressive tails I've seen in a long time. Pay attention to this and how incredible it is. Just look at the motion this thing has. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like this. And now, look. The way it bends, it's incredible. The amount of ball joints this thing has is unbelievable. I don't think, and this probably is a fact, I don't think we've seen a articulated Godzilla figure with this much articulation on the tail that's able to do what this Godzilla is able to do. I mean, it is insane. Like, I've just never ever seen anything like this. I mean, look at that. Even this little portion can bend. So yeah, it is indeed probably the best tail with articulation that we've seen ever, just period, in general. Until probably a different company comes out and makes a better articulated tail, this hands down has to be the best. No questions asked. I mean, you can literally pose this figure in so many awesome poses. Just recreating every single dynamic pose that you could imagine. This figure does it. I mean, very impressive. The tail, I can't even count how many ball joints it has because of how great it is. And they should definitely keep this mechanism for other Godzilla figures and apply or probably improve if it is possible, because definitely very impressive. I've never seen anything like this. And yeah, you choose seen one of the issues about this figure, which I'll get onto later on, but yes, it is the dorsal plate. Now, let's talk about the figure itself and the problems that occurred during production. Now, before we get to the main issue about this figure, I want to point out something that I noticed. While this figure does have great details around the body and the head sculpture and the nails, the paint job is really nice. I do notice something, and this is something I've noticed with the promo images as well. So if you look very clear, the chest area has details, but they're not very defined, and that applies over the body, legs, and the tail section, except for this area. For some reason, this bottom portion, the T portion of the body, has so much detail, and this is the type of detail that we originally saw this figure. If you remember with the promo images, the figure was coated in this matte type of finish and the details were so incredible. But now that you get the figure in person, you definitely see a difference in material and in details with the top portion and the bottom portion. This just has so much more details. They're very defined, easy to very much look at every single one, while this one just looks a little bit more soft. Okay, now this should be a lot better. So look at the details here and compare them to this. It looks soft, extreme detail. You guys can see how much more details this has compared to this. And this is something that they can definitely improve with the Atomic Breath version or future releases, where it just looks off, to be honest. And this is something that I do not like about the people that got access to this figure months ago from Hiya Toys as, you know, partnerships and all that. They noticed a major issue, and this is something that the whole community was talking about. There was a huge difference between the promo images and how accurate this figure was with the head sculpture, specifically the eyes. And this is something that you could probably see right here. Okay, so if you look at the eyes, they're not near as close as how they are supposed to be in a movie, and not even accurate to the promo images. There's a huge difference, and a lot of people were not happy with that because they do not represent what we saw in any of both things that I just mentioned. So there was feedback given to Hiya Toys. The community started to complain. A lot of people were not happy the fact that they changed it because they thought it was a lower quality head sculpture to what we were promised. So Hiya Toys decided to upgrade the head sculpture, offering people an extra free head with some major differences as they promised. So for some companies, they decided to manage this differently. They shipped out the original figure as it is right here, and then you would get your extra head later on. For Kokiss, which is the company that I am with, they did it a little bit different. They waited until they got the extra head sculpture and shipped both of them together, as you saw at the beginning of the video. And while the paint application is not bad in person, I do see why people are not satisfied with it. And another issue that I have is just the mouth is so hard to open. But there is great details. I mean, the teeth are done well. Fortunately, for my figure, one of the dorsal plates just came out extremely loose. So I will have to glue this with super glue to fix this issue. It's not a big deal, but still, just be careful. Like, this one seems to be a bit loose. And another thing that I noticed is this Godzilla also suffers from these soft dorsal plates like they did with the Godzilla Evolve and the original 2019 or 2021, should I say. So yeah, they do look a bit soft, and hopefully that's something they do better for the future Atomic Breath. Give it that extra sharp details, but not much to complain about, to be honest. So we're going to upgrade this figure to the newly head that Hiya Toys gave everybody and Kokiss kindly shipped out. So all you gotta do is pull the head upwards and you should be able to remove. So just to make sure, this is the original, this is the new one. So you can see it's almost identical. It has the same paint job, except that it just has more black to it. It's more like it is in a movie. Here you go. Hopefully this is a better understanding and view of the differences. And from what I can tell, a lot of people were saying that both of the head sculptures were going to be different. And I've been analyzing both, and that is not the case. Unfortunately, the newly isn't really a new head sculpture, but rather just fixing the eyes. That's about it. And the only difference that I can tell is probably more sharper details. For example, you guys can see the nose just looks a bit sharper and on the sides. But besides that, there's literally no sculpture difference. Both of them are the same. The only major difference that you are getting would be just the eyes. So we're going to apply. Okay, we're back. The struggle was real. I forgot to heat up the head sculpture, or just the head with a ball joint. But anyways, this is the newer version, and I gotta say, with the newly paint job on the eyes, it does look more scary. You see that presence, that power behind this Godzilla. Just look at it. Especially from this angle, he is scary. You guys can see the difference. Very, very beautiful. The eyes have captured what we saw in the movie. Here's the other one. And again, there is like a difference on the paint. Oh my god, this one is so impossible to open, that damn head. It might be hard to tell, but there is a color difference. One of them has like a shine to it and the other one has a matte finish. And another difference I noticed would be the back area. It's paint is slightly different. I mean, you're not gonna notice much, but yes, there is a difference in the color. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people were overhyping this, saying that the whole head got redesigned with better details, more accuracy on the head sculpture, the eyes and all that. No, that is not the case, unfortunately. What did happen is, yeah, maybe the details might be a little bit more sharper, but not by a lot. And the major difference, which a lot of people were complaining, is obviously the eyes. That's about it. I mean, teeth-wise, I like them both. It's not that bad, and I don't think, you know, there is a big difference to say, wow, yeah. So I forgot to say that, yes, it does come with accessories, I suppose, if you want to pose your Godzilla just a little bit different, but I honestly don't use them often besides that. So now that I have the figure in hand and I spent some time with it, what are my final thoughts? I will say this, if you're looking for a classic Godzilla, this is definitely the one that you have to pick up. Even if you are a freshly new collector and you love Godzilla, or you are a very old style collector, you've been here since a long time ago, and there's different companies out there making the classic Godzilla, obviously, but I think in terms of details and especially articulation, there's nothing like this, especially with this impressive tail. You can literally do anything. You can even stand this Godzilla on its own tail and pose this figure in so many awesome ways that you just never thought Godzilla could actually be posed. And the paint job on the figure, on the nails, feet, claws, the eyes, the dorsal plates, it's done very beautiful. And the fact that Hiya Toys went back and offered us an extra head, that says a lot. I truly wish this was something they applied with future figures and current figures, especially with Godzilla Evolve, which was such a big letdown. And just seeing both of them, it really does make a night and day difference. And I actually do have them right here. So this would be their latest figure, which is Godzilla Evolve. And look, don't get me wrong, it's impressive when it comes to details, but it's such a big missed opportunity, and when you see both of them right next to each other, it is a very, very big difference. Like, if this could somehow be applied to this, I'm talking about articulation-wise and details combined together with both figures, I guess we technically get the upgraded Godzilla Evolve that now is coming out. And on top of that, it's very cheap. It's around 60 bucks, probably 80 bucks plus shipping or just shipped out. And I really do love it. If you are looking for something that's very affordable, great articulation, and by great, I mean very impressive, should I say. And sculpt wise, very beautiful. I mean, this is so, so beautiful. And this is actually my classic Godzilla after so many years. The last one that I probably got was NECA, and then it was from Monster Arts. And even from Monster Arts, because I've had a little bit of everything, this is probably my favorite classic Godzilla, and it does hold a special place in my memory just growing up with Godzilla. And I gotta say, they did a fantastic job, and they're doing more. So yes, I do recommend this figure because it's affordable, the price is right, the articulation is impressive, the sculpture is great, and the accessories are okay. I mean, you got two heads, you can definitely customize this or do something extra, whatever you want to do. So yeah, very impressive, and I had to get this honestly for my first ever classic Godzilla after a while. So yes, I do recommend this figure, and if you are picking this up, make sure you use my link in the description down below with Kokiss. Again, all of my figures are not sponsored by Kokiss. I buy them myself. They don't send me any figures for free, none of that. So yes, it is done by my hard work, and I give my honest opinion and my review to the consumers. There's a lot of sponsorships that I do just back down for because I feel like it doesn't fit the channel's theme, or I don't want to sell myself out, you know. So I try to keep this channel as free as it can be from any sponsorships, and just always give my honest opinion. And you know, I think this is a very well made figure, and if you want to get this or the Atomic Breath, it is up to you, but I don't think you can go wrong with both of them. The Atomic Breath should also be receiving the upgraded head sculpture, so it's a win-win, and I might be picking that up as well because I don't have a Atomic Breath version, but definitely very beautiful. Thank you guys so much for watching my review. Make sure to like, comment your opinion, what you think about the figure, like and subscribe, and share the video around. It really does help me out, get my video out there to other people around the world. And make sure, if you do have the hype option activated, make sure to hype out the video, as it does help me out a lot, and it gives me an opportunity to be seen by other countries where my videos do not reach, and to brand new audiences out there around the world who might be interested in figures and need an honest opinion. This is a way to help me out. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is RubiGamingx. I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure to wait a little bit longer to see the end of the video and what this figure can offer in terms of poses. I'll catch you guys next time.